Okay, so as best I could configure it, we faded out of that. That was Hey Yeah by this band. This is Eddie's Munsters. Super fun local show again, broadcasting live from Millennium Student Center here at University of Missouri, St. Louis. So you said that was a song that you wrote, kind of fun, sing along, crowd participation. But you guys are writing and releasing new music soon? Is that what we were saying?
Yeah, we're kind of putting rough stuff out there right now on the internet, just kind of experimenting. But we're sort of trying to combine two styles together. And I'm going to let Jeff kind of take this one. But since he has come to us, that he has just introduced some new things and some new ways to write. So
yeah, so I mean, it was great to get together with Matt and the rest of the band. And I've been writing songs for a lot of years, and we're starting to incorporate some of those songs in the band. We're also playing acoustic. We've got this little side project that we work on. It's called Midnight Rock Stars, and the rest of the members of the band sit in, and we try and do it acoustically. We played a couple times at the Wolf and the Haunt. So we've been kind of doing that, and we're looking to get out a little more locally. My background's from California, and I was in San Diego for a lot of years and was writing songs in some other bands, and these are kind of a little bit of the leftovers that we're kind of putting together for this project.
That's super rad. And like you had said, you'd been up through a few lineup changes and such. So the band has obviously evolved. Mm-hmm. And why don't you tell me a little bit about that? Do you want to, or do you not? Or
no, that's fine. It started off as just a fun little cover thing, and then I don't know, a few years back we just decided we wanted to start writing again. This is with different guitar players, even a different drummer. I think maybe Jenny was here for a little bit of the beginning of it, and then we went and recorded a rough cut demo of some stuff, and I think Sydney sort of stepped in on some of this when we were sort of making the change. But I don't know, what would you say? How has our sound evolved?
I think we've gotten a lot better. We've learned to listen to each other more.
Excuse me.
Kind of stay with the beat. I really like the new stuff.
I'm excited really cool to hear it. I mean, have you played any of it out? Have I heard any of the new stuff?
Oh, I believe we played some of it at the Haunt. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the early part of all of it.
So,
but yeah,
very cool. Well, I'm excited to hear it, and people can find these songs that we're playing here today too if they want to go look it up. You guys are on Reverb Nation, so where do they go for that? Do you know?
Just Reverb Nation / Eddie's Munsters.
Okay, and that's go ahead.
I'm sorry. Then the side acoustic show or acoustic act we're doing, that's on good old SoundCloud, and that's just SoundCloud / Midnight Rockstars.
Very cool. Very cool. So what do we have? What do we have coming up for the wonderful Eddie's Munsters? It looks like
concert-wise?
Yeah.
Well, next Sunday at 5 o'clock at the Sky Music Lounge in Baldwin.
That place is rad. Have you been there yet?
Have
you
played
there yet?
Yeah, several
very
times.
Very cool
before.
place.
Yeah, they're very good people, very nice. And it's a little easier for our fan base to get there because they're over in West County, and they don't tend to like to go past 270 too often.
That's a common thing, actually. Yeah. That's so
no
trying to get West County kids specifically, not trying to call anybody out to like Pops, is dang near impossible.
It is. It's hard.
And it sucks. It's a great venue, but
every time we play at Foo Bar, I feel like it's a miracle when I have some of my friends show up. I'm like, oh my gosh, they made it. This is so great, And
it's hard enough getting my parents to let me go.
Yeah, that's another thing. Her parents have been super cool about the gigs they've let her play. Because I mean, like I said, she started when she was 13, and one of the first ones was Foo Bar.
Well, so they know you're going to take care of her too, though. I would hope and think.
I'm responsible sometimes.
Most of the time, we would hope, but maybe not. Who knows? But so yeah, you've got Skype. It looks like again that's April 22nd. So that's next,
and it's free. I'm renting the place out myself because they don't normally do Sunday.
And
shows.
That's for your birthday, right?
Yeah, I know it's a little vain, but
it's not vain at all.
Last year I just got it in my head I wanted to play on my birthday, and we did Cicero's. Rest in peace,
rest
Cicero's.
in peace. Oh,
that was our favorite place to play. We used to play there all the time.
That was my home.
Yeah, I miss it so much.
We all do.
And, but we rented that out for a Saturday afternoon show, and again, several of my students came out to play and sing, and just so it was kind of like half our own stuff, and then some of the stuff for the kids, and that's kind of what we're doing on that Sunday. You'll see our original stuff the things we like to cover, and then a few songs that we're doing for the kids as well.
And do you have any other bands on that one, or is it just you playing a whole bunch of
It's
music?
just us, because they also have another show that night for a CD release for another band, and I'm sorry I don't remember the name of the band.
Oh, no,
but,
that's totally fine.
yeah.
Shout out to that band.
Yes.
Oops, and sorry, but so you guys are you gonna play a couple sets, break it up probably?
Yeah,
or?
for probably the first, like we're gonna be playing for about an hour and a half, so probably the first half hour, 40 minutes will be kind of our little short set we normally do, and then we'll run a few songs for the kids, and then we'll finish it out with our stuff again. So
very, very cool. That's really exciting. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I mean, you said you're writing. You said you're getting ready to throw some stuff out, rough demos and whatnot online.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have a couple shows coming up. I want to wait to talk about the second one.
Okay.
Because that looks really cool.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it looks like a really cool thing. And I don't know. We'll go down the line. What are and this is going to be a tough one. I'm going to put you all on the spot. What are your top 3 favorite bands?
Oh, wow.
Of all time. Yeah, that's
Hey,
why I
you wanna
said.
start?
Who wants to start? Rock, paper,
I'll tell
scissors
you,
on
let's
that.
start with Sydney. Let's start with Sydney.
We're
Go for it.
recording. I am
Shine Down for sure.
Okay, that's rad. I would never have expected that.
I really don't know what else.
But Shine Down is like a
I
go-to.
lean towards Five Finger Death Punch a little.
So you like the heavier. That makes sense. You're a drummer. That makes sense. So that's
Not 100% screamo, but in that direction. Yeah.
okay. Okay, very fair.
Corey introduced me to it, so.
That's Corey's awesome. Like that kid is an amazing guitarist. I am so sorry. I
Oh,
just
he's
like
awesome.
I was watching him play and my jaw was just hanging out. I was like, holy cow! Like he was so good. But I mean, so were you. No. But y'all are great. But yeah. And what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I would say I tend to go more 90s and maybe some 80s, But, I used to be a huge Cure fan.
Oh my gosh!
And,
Speaking my language.
I used to like Pearl Jam a lot.
Aren't they playing Point Fest? Are you gonna go?
I don't think they're playing Point
I
Fest.
thought they were playing Point Fest. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
No? Oh.
Shine Down's going. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to that.
I'm excited for Blue October. Their new
Yeah.
stuff is
Oh,
really
man,
good.
yeah, I used to like Blue October. They got that one song,
Hate Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
think
Check out the new stuff. It's really good.
Okay.
So,
well,
and you said so the Cure, Pearl Jam.
and you know what? I used to be a huge Beatles fan back in
Oh,
the
of
day.
course. Props.
Yeah.
If you don't like the Beatles, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call everybody out on that one. That's like saying you can't hang with Pet Sounds or something. It's like it's not music then. But sorry, not sorry. Beach Boys is my favorite band. But yeah, she's like, what? True
Well,
story.
this shows my age. I like the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Moody Blues.
Nice. Nice and White Satin is like that's a
Yeah.
jam. And what about you?
Wow. Yeah, that's loaded for me. I mean,
No, I know. That's why I
yeah,
said I'm sorry.
very
It's a hard
up
one.
and down. I spend
They
time
don't
in
have
the
to
80s
be
and I
your.
spend
Yeah.
time doing that.
They don't have to be your 3
well, I'm gonna
favorites.
go-
Just the first 3 to pop
My
to mind.
favorite solo artist is a guy not a lot of people have heard of. Is a guy named Kevin Max. He used to be in this really big group in the '90s called DC Talk.
I
And
remember DC
okay,
Talk.
Yeah, so
Christian band,
they,
right?
Yeah, and they kind of made it cool to be, in a Christian band. They kind of became mainstream, and they all split and did their own thing. But Kevin Max is the very independent, artsy kind. So I mean, I love his stuff, and it's all over the place. And he's kind of my vocal idol. He's amazing, and I love a band called Skillet.
I love
And,
Skillet.
yes,
Old electronic Skillet over the new rock though for me.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like it all,
Right.
but I don't know. I love their new stuff. It's cool. I mean, and then there's an obscure band called All Star United that I used to listen to. I don't think they're
remember them,
together. I mean, I could go. Muse. I love. I could listen to Muse all day, and they're one of the few bands that is literally as good live as they are on their album. They're just Muse is great. I love them. So
Awesome.
We've
Like
covered
that's
almost all of them too.
yeah, we've covered a few of their tunes. The Uprising. My kids love that song. They'll sing that one all the time. So
see my jam is oh shoot, what is my mind just blanked. Not Supermassive Black Hole, but the song after it on that record, Black Holes and Reservation.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a great song, and my brain's just
Yeah.
farting, but that's okay. There's all great tracks or all great bands. I there's nothing there that I judge, and I mean I'm low key judgy. I'm not even gonna lie. I am rusty. I have not been on the air for like a month and a half, guys. I'm very sorry. Low key judgy. Low key
I
judgy.
wouldn't say that's low key.
Copyright
I'd
that
say
phrase.
that's a high key, maybe a middle key, but definitely not a low key.
So, do you want to play another song?
Let's do that. Yeah, sure.
So,
Good
tell me about this song.
Well, we were just talking about Jeff's stuff, and so this is one of the first ones he brought in, and I instantly just fell in love with this one. So this is called Locked and Loaded.
Yeah, so I got a studio in my house, So these guys came over. Corey actually put down a really nice intro lead on his Schecter, where he does a nice little sustain. So it's kind of cool.
It'll be super neat. I'm excited to hear it. Here we go. Locked and Loaded.